Offline games. These games are for broke people like us. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, when it comes to online games, it seems like every single studio is focused on them. And what about people who want to play offline games on their phones? Well, silence. But don't worry, because at GameTonite we care about you, and this is a list of 10 best offline games you can play on your Android and iOS phone. For each game, I've mentioned the link that you can find in the blog in our description, so do check it out. Now, let's get straight into it. At number 10, we have Final Fantasy VI. For people who love offline games and most of all RPGs, Final Fantasy VI would prove to be a charming option. You're getting a complete remake on the phone with the new graphics and a 2D pixel art remaster. The game focuses on, well, the world of magic and fantasy, and you being the man of the town must protect it. There are multiple playable characters in FF6, each having unique storylines, customizable skills, goals, and destinies. So, if you want to experience the fantasy-filled world, consider checking this title out. For the scoring, I'd like to give this one a solid 6 out of 10. At number 9, we have Super Meat Boy. Well, this sounds so wrong, no puns intended. Super Meat Boy is a very unique platformer where you play as a cube of meat who is trying to save his girlfriend. Damn, the more I speak, the weirder it gets. You have to protect your girlfriend from a literal evil fetus in a jar wearing a tux. Oh lord, what is this madness? So, as a piece of meat, you'll need to jump across various obstacles and caves and experience a lot of dark stuff just to save your girlfriend. So, are you ready for the action? Then try Super Meat Boy out. For the scoring, I'd like to give this one a 6 out of 10. At number 8, we have Super Hexagon. Are you epileptic? Well, better stay away from the game because it gives you quite the shakes. It is a minimal action game that would make your head spin. Being an indie arcade title, it is a fast-paced Twitch game in which the player controls the triangle on a hexagonal grid in the center. And the more I explain, the more bored you are going to get. So here's some chance to see the actual footage from the game. Enjoy. For the scoring, I'd like to give this one a 7 out of 10. At number 7, we have Rush Rally Origins. And if you want something more hands-on, then Rush Rally Origins would be quite fun. It combines the classic top-down racing action from the original Rush Rally game and combined with amazing graphics and physics from Rush Rally 3, this game is such a package. It is offline like all other games on our list, but as you enter the game, you can take on 36 new and unique stages with some of the highest graphics, weather conditions, and cars. There are 4 different car classes with various cars to choose from. So when it comes to having offline fun, Rush Rally Origins will never disappoint you. For the scoring, I'd like to give this one a 7.5 out of 10. At number 6, we have Limbo. Just when the list was gonna get boring, Limbo took over. This puzzle-based masterpiece has received over 100 rewards, which only adds to its credibility. The game is an award-winning indie adventure with unique graphics and an amazing puzzle design. You would immerse in the game's visual and sounds with dark, misty spaces, giving you the creeps. So, if you want one of the best offline games for Android and iOS, Limbo can be your ideal choice. For the scoring, I'd like to give this one a solid 8 out of 10. At number 5, we have Battle Chasers Nightboard. But not everyone is all about that puzzly style. People like me and some of you, you're into super sheer fighting. You know, when it is man-to-man, one-on-one combat, it makes us feel masculine. Well, Battle Chasers is a wild adventure featuring a lot of dungeons, some of the coolest characters, and a story that you will never forget. In the game, you have to help young lady Gully on her quest to find her lost father Aramis. During this time, you're going to battle some of the most intimidating demons and dangerous creatures that will try to take everything away. For the scoring, I'd like to give this one an 8 out of 10. At number 4, we have Payback II. As we progress through the list, we have another game that will blow your mind. But if you make it to this part, please subscribe as it motivates us to keep making more videos. Payback II is an amazing open world game where you can experience it all. From tank battles and helicopter chases to fast car races, this open world title will get you thrilled. The game is a lot like Grand Theft Auto series but has some of the most interesting, intense battles and missions you can play. If you want an open world offline title that would take away all of your time sense, then Payback 2 will be an ideal game. For the scoring, I'd like to give this one an 8.5 out of 10. At number 3, we have Zombie Hunter offline games. If you're a zombie lover who loves shooting and having hours spent in pure combat, then you can never go wrong with a game like Zombie Hunter. I mean, it literally has offline games in the title, which is more of an indicator of how good this game might be. You have to dive into the horrific world filled with zombies where daylight cannot be found. The game is more than just a zombie shooter, as it contains various guns, experiences, and some of the best graphics you would find for an offline game on Android and iOS. For the scoring, I'd like to give this one an 8.5 out of 10. At number 2, we have Valor. Valor is easily one of the most interesting offline games of all time. It is a hack and slash title with fast-paced combat in a dark fantasy world. You are the lone warrior who is on his quest to restore a corrupted world. On your journey, you will become stronger and stronger, but as you level up, the demons and stages will become increasingly difficult. Combat and exploration are the main aspect of Valor, and if you're looking for a game that is fun, intimidating, yet still gives you that dopamine high, then Valor is the ideal title. For the scoring, I'd like to give this one a 9 out of 10. Finally, at number 1, we have Dead Cells, another title that is just as good or maybe even better than Valor. Both games work in a similar manner, but Dead Cells just have a lot more things going on. It's about vampire slaying in form of a platformer. You're a failed alchemic experiment. Oops, sorry to sting you in the worst place, but anyways, at a failed experiment, you have to fight thousands of demons that are sprawling throughout castles. Dead Cells is easily the best offline game on our list, and it is something you should definitely try out. For the scoring, I'd like to give this one a 10 out of 10. As we have mentioned 10 best offline games, I would like at least 10 likes on this video. Anyways, these offline games would turn our boring time into fun-filled digital adventures, so make sure to check out the link in the video's description. That is where you can find the link of each game. And as always, subscribe to the channel so we can keep making crazy videos like these. Until next time, peace.